Hello, welcome to Behind the Shadows. I'm your host, Harvey Guillen, the show where we talk all things shadows, from the celebrities who love the show, to the actors who are in it, to all the production team that makes it come to life. Today, our guest is Kristen Schaal, and we ask major questions like, Kristen, what's your blood type? And also, for the first time ever, Kristen will announce the special talent that the guide has that no one has known for centuries.
Breathing is so overwhelming, heartbeats are a hassle. Tell me, why would anyone want to be alive? Death might have a reputation before she arrives, but trust me, we have way more fun in the afterlife. We have way more fun in the afterlife.
Welcome to our first episode. Kristen, thanks so much for being my first guest of season 4 of talking about what we do in the shadows. You have become such a fan favorite. Like, it's my favorite thing. Like, have you seen the art that's done for the guide?
You know what? I have seen a little bit of it. It's really beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Like, I've seen like you know, some of the storylines that people make is absolutely beautiful. So
yeah.
Now you're sideways.
I'm I know. Well, I just sort of get it up a little bit. Just keep talking.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Worry about it.
It's good. Don't worry about it. So we start off with season 4, and we left off where everything is in chaos. There are people in crates going overseas. Guillermo and Naja. We all come back to the opening of this season, and everyone has a new goal. So we have, except the guide has been sitting in place for a whole year. So she's been sitting down quietly waiting for her next adventure and orders. So we see Guillermo come back, and he may or may have not found someone in London, and he's determined to put himself first. We see Naja wanting to open a nightclub. Colin Robinson is reborn because energy vampires die after 100 years, and they're reborn. So we see baby Colin, and Laszlo has to promotion. You guys,
they sent us these.
Yeah.
Stephanie got some too.
Yeah. They're these they're good. Pressed, yeah. And they're doing this thing for where you can get what we do in the shadows juices at press. But I think it's for a limited time.
It has apple, lemon, ginger, and beet juice. And I will say it's heavy on the ginger. So it's got a kick.
Mind you, we weren't asked to promote this, but we are because we love the show, and now we like press. I like pressed. I've had their drinks before.
If you send me something free, I will promote it.
You heard it here first. Send it over to Kristen. She's going to promote it. So working on the show this season, we got to work with a lot of child actors. Did you get to do any scenes with them?
No, but I got to hang out with them in the hair and makeup trailer when they were especially the hair trailer, only the hair trailer, because they were getting their wigs. Well, sometimes the makeup trailer when they would put the dots over their faces to reimpose Mark's face. And what was their name? Violet, right? Was Violet?
Violet, who's on? She's the star of Sesame Street.
She's one of the main kid actors on Sesame Street. When I saw Violet come in to get COVID tested, we were masked, but I just knew who she was instantly. And we've been watching Sesame Street with me and Ruby, my little girl. And it was like, I was so starstruck. I could barely speak.
You and Kyle, our director, remember Kyle Newacek? Because he has babies as well. And they were like, oh, I knew who she was. And it was like, it was so funny because I haven't seen Sesame Street in a while, but so talented. Remember the tap scene and the dance scene?
Yeah, she's really good. She's firing on all cylinders. Speaking of starstruck, my family is now starstruck with someone named Harvey Guillen, who plays the Fun House. Is it the Fun House or the Club? It's the Fun House.
Fun House. His name's Funny the Fun House.
The Fun House on Disney Plus. If you have a chance after you're done watching Shadows, go over and watch Harvey because he's so good and he sings a lot. Harvey's a very good singer. Show him.
La 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 la. Oh yes, yes. Well, we actually were gonna have a duet and drop an album together, but that kind of got in the back burner because in the first season we met, I remember this so vividly. We were at lunch, and for some reason it got around that what's for lunch today, and it was like, oh, it's build your own poutine because we're in Canada, and I was so excited, and I think we were in line to build our own poutine, and we just started singing. Do you remember the song that we started singing?
Yes. I mean, we did sing it together on this show for season 3.
It was cut.
Episode 1.
It was cut.
No, it wasn't. You don't cut anything.
It was cut. I'm building my own poutine. I'm building my own poutine. It was that was it. That's as far as we got, and we just kept singing it. I don't think we ever had another poutine day on set after that.
I'm sorry. I'm derailing this because I just realized this is for the fans to talk about the show.
No, it's okay. And no, it's actually talking about the show, but it's also talking about life and everything and what you're liking at the moment, what you're working on, all that stuff, because it's going to be people who love what we do in the shadows and we'll talk about it, but we also love the people who are on it. So we'll talk to them about anything.
How many followers do you have, listeners? What's the numbers here?
We don't know. We don't look at numbers here. We look at quality. Let's talk about the guide. So, the trajectory of the guide. Are you loving the story and the arc that it's having, or how did season 4 play out for you?
Well, I'm not. It's good. We can't talk about episode 2 yet, right? Even episode 2
we can talk about
aired.
2. It already aired. Yeah.
Yeah, we had our big moment together. Mm-hmm. The guide got the hots for Guillermo because he's a Van Helsing, and she loves living on the edge with the ultimate bad boys. So that was really fun to get to work with you on that.
That was really fun. That was the only scene we've really done. We did a dance. It was a little tango.
It was a dance, and you were slipping away. And,
get back here.
And it was fun. It's so fun to work with you because you're so good. I know you're kind of the straight man in this, aren't you, Harvey? Like, Guillermo is the straight man.
He is the straight man.
And playing the straight man well is really hard to do. Mm-hmm. And you do it. I mean, really well.
You.
Not well enough to be nominated for an Emmy, but still like.
No, not at all. No, not at all. No, but no, it's fine. It's fine. But everything else it's fine because we did get nominated for costume and for stunt.
Oh, we did?
And we did nominated for costume.
Well deserved.
Laura Montgomery. We got Tig and the team got nominated for stunts. We got nominated for 2 episode scripts, Sarah Deftalis and Stephanie Robinson, and 2 more categories. So we did get nominated for the shows in general, and we got nominated for comedy as ensemble. So we did get nominated.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I just had to undercut my compliment to you. I don't know why I do that. No, because you're so good as Guillermo on the show.
Thank you.
So it was fun to get to play off of you one-on-one in that moment.
We have way more fun in the afterlife.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Throughout my personal journey and professional career, life has had its fair share of tricks and treats. I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have access to therapy to help me through those tricky experiences. BetterHelp has made therapy accessible. BetterHelp Online Therapy will assess your needs and can match you with your own licensed professional therapist in less than 48 hours. If you ever considered therapy but thought getting started was too complicated or expensive, I assure you it's worth it. And BetterHelp takes all the stress away. You can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. And getting therapy every week as easy as a few clicks on your laptop or phone. So many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional therapies in all 50 states. And they have a special offer for my listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/shadowspodcast. That's 10% off your first month of online therapy at betterhelp.com/shadowspodcast. Now back to the show.
I just love when you're on set because you bring such an energy that I know it's going to be a good day. Like it's just because, our hours are long, our days are long, and so sometimes you need that extra boost of someone just, that energy really makes a difference. And you always bring it. You always bring that energy to set. And I get excited when you're on set. And it's hard to actually, I didn't realize this, but it's hard to perform opposite you as a straight man in the show. Because I just want to laugh and I can't. It's so hard to I'm the only one who doesn't get to really, all the other characters. I feel like sometimes I look at them like, oh, that's so cool. They're so bigger than life and farcical and all of that, which is usually what I play. I usually play that in other stuff. And this is
in your real life.
In my real life, I just go around
real life.
screaming.
You're very big.
I'm very big in real life, and that's true. Because when people come up to me and they meet me, they're like, "Oh, you're not like Guillermo." I was like, "Well, I mean, there's elements of him," and they're like, "No, I like Guillermo better." And it's like, "Okay, thanks, Mom."
That's how whenever someone comes up to me to say, "Oh my gosh, I love blah blah blah" or whatever it is, it's wonderful. I realize it's a wonderful moment because it's actually not about me at all. It's about them sharing something that they like to a stranger. And it's like this one moment in time that you get to connect with someone that you normally would never talk to. And as soon as I realized that it wasn't about me and it was about them, I find those interactions when people come up to me really delightful. But going back to Guillermo, I think that he is sort of grounds the show. He's our way into the show, and you play the funny deadpan so good that you still get laughs.
True, yeah, I love playing him, and he's evolving too. This season, he comes back and he's not taking crap from anyone, and he's deciding to leave, but he stopped for two reasons, and those are because there's a child now in the house, which is baby Colin, and that's bad news. I don't think these vampires have perfected parenting. And neither has Guillermo. Maybe he's helped out with nieces and nephews and whatnot, but we don't know a lot of his backstory. But he's definitely not going to leave a child in the hands of these vampires. But now Nandor wants him to be his best man and stay around and help him with that, which I'm excited about. But also, why do you think going back to the guide, why do you think it was so tough for the guide to let go of the Chamber of Curiosities?
Well, she was in charge of it for hundreds and hundreds of years. It was like her identity. Sort of, if you become whatever you do for a living becomes who you are through and through. And she has no social life. I mean, I think she used to, and that was getting with those vampire slayers. And she got punished for it. And now this was her punishment. And I think she just got so lost in it for all this time that, that she couldn't let go in it. It was very important to her, the Vampiric Council, which was a funny thing to play off of because it doesn't matter and the vampires in her world could care less. I love that scene in where Nadja's in the Vampiric Council in London, and she's got her little boombox, and she's like, nice. And the way it's shot too looks so sad, like those meetings are. Anyways, yeah. So I forgot your question.
No, you answered it. I was saying, why do you think it was so hard for the guide to let go of the Chamber of Curiosities? I mean, that's what she's known for centuries, and also
her identity is who she was. Yeah,
she's also in charge of the wraiths, though, and they listen to her, and so they have to kind of be won over, right, to turn the space into a club. So, what do you think it would take for someone to convince you to, as the guide, to completely give up that world?
Of running the wraiths and everything?
Yeah, what would it take to be run away with me and leave all this behind?
Oh my gosh, I don't think it would take much. It's like you said, one invitation from literally anyone. She is so lonely. I really do. feel her loneliness when I play her. Like she's so awkward and weird, like weirder than them in a way. And she cannot make connections. I think with Naja, she's over the course of the season, she gets to be a little like fangirls a little bit, like in her shadow, and just doesn't. Yeah, though. I mean, I liked those scenes with Laszlo too because it was sort of the first time one of the like the vampires don't care about anyone, but it was nice that he was taking some attention. So taking her on as her pet project was fun for her, and probably the most anyone's ever looked into her life ever.
Which is exciting, and the idea that this season you get to work with Naja or Natasha's character a lot, and you kind of become this really cool. And I would love seeing you guys do the scenes. You become like this duo at the club, which is really fun, and your outfits are so extravagant. How was that? How was working more this season closely with Natasha?
It was great. It was so fun. I love watching her work. She's just like just full of like every line delivery has just got like all of the energy and all of the power, and she's always never has a bad take. She is just got that character on lock, and she works her butt off. Y'all work your butts off.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that all these characters are perfectly cast. I've always said that I can't imagine the show with anyone else playing the roles that we're playing. Like I just can't. When you say who would play, I just can't because it's so one of the few like casts. When you get to set and sometimes you're like, oh, I can see them why they're playing this, or sometimes you get to say you're like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, I didn't see. Oh, yeah, okay. And, but like this is the first time that I was like, wow, everyone tens across the board, just fantastic.
Top 10.
What about the costumes?
The costumes were delicious. They were so fun. I forget the name of Lauren's costume assistant. I want to say Barb. Is it Barb?
Barbara?
Oh, no. Forgive me. As soon as I get there, I'll remember.
I think she has a couple, so I can't remember.
She does have a couple. I'm thinking about the one that goes shopping a lot.
Oh.
And she was sort of like going back to where she used to go shopping because she was in a goth phase when she was in her, teens and probably 20s. So a lot of the things, I think it was easy for her to access that sort of club goth world. And it was, it was so fun to get out of the monk nunnery outfit into these looks that are coming up. Ooh,
they're so good. Looks. We got some looks coming up, honey. They're so good. One of the looks that you have coming up is so I don't know. I just feel like when I saw you for the first time, it was so weird to see you from like the first time we saw you floating and flying with the blonde hair, and you've gone through different evolution of hair design too. Like the hair has changed as well. Yeah,
tomorrow the hairstylist said she wanted to. Now that the guy just kept coming back, I think she's gonna work on the wig a little more. And we all thought she was going away.
They put the wig in a box in the back, and they're like, "Oh, you gotta take it out." That's the guy. Take it out, dust it off, and it's and then just bats fly out of it. But I really do love the looks that you have coming up this season. I'm excited for people to watch them, and you're gonna inspire people at Comic-Cons and cosplays. I've seen, because I've done a couple of Comic-Cons, and I've seen so many guides that come up in groups, and it's so cool because it's pretty like spot on, like from your hats to like your gown to your hair to the makeup, because you also have a specific kind of look for your makeup. So someone took the time and like analyzed all of this from like the show and stopped and played or saw stills of you, and it's so cool because this new version of you is going to inspire a new cosplay generation of guides.
Speaking of Comic-Con and meeting our fans of the show, are you going?
Going to Comic-Con this weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going this weekend.
Next weekend. Next weekend.
Well, when this airs, it'll be next weekend. So it'll air next Thursday. So it'll be this weekend. This weekend, starting. We have a panel. So if you want to come see us out this weekend at Comic-Con, come on down, San Diego Comic-Con.
The panel. It's Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon.
Put us in Hall H, I think.
Hall H, which is the biggest hall. So,
we need you guys to come.
We need you to come on down,
because it's gonna feel really empty because it's so big.
I don't know. I heard that they were already like the numbers were pretty good and high, so you should try to get a ticket now if you can, because it's good.
That's how you sell stuff. It's so hot. You better go. It's selling.
You're lucky if you get a ticket to it right now.
What are you gonna wear to Comic-Con, Harvey? Because you're becoming. I mean, I hope people know that you are very good at the fashion in your real life.
At Le Fashion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear a couple of outfits because I'm gonna be there for a couple of things Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday, I think we have what we do in the shadows party. I think it's Friday, right?
No,
I think it is.
It is.
No,
I'm gonna be there Friday, Saturday too, because I'm gonna be doing Bob's Burgers. Are you doing your fun house?
No, but there's a screening of Harley Quinn. On Thursday night. If you get a chance to check it out, you should check out the first 2 episodes where they introduce Nightwing, which is my character on Harley Quinn. Dick Grayson. I played Nightwing on that.
Congrats. Are you gonna be there for your Blue Beetle show?
No, Blue Beetle doesn't come out till next year, and they're still finishing the last part of the film in Puerto Rico right now. So I think it would be hard to get some of the cast to go. So I think this time next year we will be probably at Comic-Con or at some Comic-Cons to promote Blue Beetle, the live action feature coming out, which is amazing. It's the first Mexican superhero.
So I don't understand why you're going to be at Comic-Con so much.
I gotta go because I love it, and obviously for Shadows we gotta go and say hi to all the fans to come on down. But
are you gonna be my Comic-Con friend?
Yes, I'm always your friend anywhere we go.
That's true.
That's true. We did have some adventures in Toronto where we're filming. A lot of you may not know this, but Kristen's a wonderful mother to the most amazing little girl. She's so smart and so quick.
Yeah.
She is, and she's a fan of Mickey Mouse Funhouse, so she's my favorite. Literally, that's all it.
She loves you. You gotta come by.
I know. I can...
Before 11. Come by before it's 11 p.m. at night.
Right. I know. Last time I was across the street from Kristen's, and I was visiting Stephanie, who's the EP on our show and writer, and we're like, "Oh, Kristen lives across the street. We should just go over and say hi." And we text her. I was like, "Hey," and she's like, "Harvey, it's 11. I'm in bed."
No.
And we're like, "Oh,
lights out." I do regret it a little bit, but every cell in my body was like, "No."
No. And you sent me a picture of you,
bitch.
you in bed with your husband, and just we're in bed, Harvey. And it was the funniest picture. And I was like to Stephanie, and she started laughing. Oh, it's because Stephanie's birthday. We were at our house for Stephanie. It was her birthday party.
It was her birthday.
And I was like, "Aw." And I was like, "Well, I'll catch you next time." And of course, I think you left.
No, it just never happened.
It never happened. But did you already start shooting? Because you might not know this, but Kristen's in a million shows. She obviously is in What We Do in the Shadows, and a fan favorite. She's obviously in Bob's Burgers. If you didn't recognize her iconic voice, you've been under. See, do your character voice right now. Is that it? That was it.
Hello. Friday day.
There it is. And if you don't recognize that character, then I feel sorry for you.
I'll leave you a voicemail.
I'm going to do my Nightwing voice for you for the first time ever before it's even released. Here it is.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Where's Batman?
Oh, that is scary.
We have way more fun in the afterlife.
If you haven't heard already, it's Smooth Sack Summer. That's right, this is the summer to keep your balls cool while still looking hot with Manscaped. The leader in below-the-belt grooming is making sure we all have a ball this summer by giving our pants partners everything they need to stay fresh. Dive headfirst into Smooth Sack Summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with our code SHADOWS. The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to prepare that summer body. Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Revival toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies. Did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Beach, lake, or shower, this razor will devour even the strongest eternal pubes. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code SHADOWS, manscaped.com. That's 20% plus free shipping with code SHADOWS at manscaped.com. It's Smooth Sack Summer, boys. Get on board or get left behind.
Oh, you know why I didn't want you guys to come over too, or didn't want to see you, is because I think I had 2 weeks left of filming the Mysterious Benedict Society.
That's what I was going to say.
And I was, I was like, show. I don't want to be like, did you get tested? Like, I didn't want to deal with that. I love it at night. And I was like, and I always think if I do something fun, like see people I love, then I will be punished for it. I will get the COVID.
That's our mentality. We're going to get punished for this.
Yeah. It's because
but that's
I was
another show.
Christian.
Tell us about that show? A little bit of the society.
Oh, the Mysterious Benedict Society. You don't know it well. It's good on Disney Plus. It's gonna. We filmed season 2, and
you play number 2.
And I play number 2. Yeah. A lot of 2s. I love. This is another character that doesn't have a name. She's number 2. Like the guy.
Well, tell us about that character a little bit. What's up with number 2?
Well, number 2 is she's a real brainiac. She's trying to sort of save the world. You know, she's great. She has red hair, so I had to dye my hair red. As you can see, this is my real color, and I'm going to be dyeing it back to the very luxurious
platinum blonde
for Comic-Con. It'll be mouse brown again because I cannot.
Ooh.
I can't sit in a chair and dye my hair. It takes forever. So
it takes a long time.
Putting it back to back. But then I was thinking, Harvey, for Comic-Con, but for me, like maybe taking like a chunk of bangs and making it like some fun colors, just like one little chunk. What do you think?
Ooh, I like that, like a streak or something.
Yeah, and it's like it's my bangs, so it'll as it grows, I'll cut it and it'll grow out eventually.
I like that. What color do you think? I want to see. So you're going to be, what did you say? Mousy brown?
Yeah, it's going to be this back to natural mousy brown that no hairstylist in LA has ever seen. They was like, what is this color? I'm like, it's my color. And everybody dyes their hair here. And then I was going to take a chunk. Oh my God, this is so boring. For the fans.
What color is it going to be? Is it blonde or like a pink?
We could do blonde or we could do like different colors, like a rainbow.
Ooh.
Like a rainbow?
That'd be nice. I mean, Pride is all year long, so not just June. So you could be,
I would love to support.
You're an ally.
I would love to
Thank you for support.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support. I appreciate that. But, there is going to be, because we have a lot of, Comic-Con is full of events and panels and parties. And there's going to be a party in what we do in the Shadows theme. And also, I was thinking, because, it's obviously with Naja's bar and nightclub. Oh, yeah. That's very on brand. I was going to ask you if the guide had a drink named after her, what would it be? And what would be the ingredients of it?
Wow, that's okay. Now you're asking me to come up with a witty drink on the spot, like a witty.
Well, you could go with your go-to cocktail or something.
Well, I mean, it would. Well, yeah, it would. What it would be is it would be O negative blood because that's the rarest blood, and you would have to have it in a sifter because it's hard to get. I'm O negative, not.
Just are you in real life? You're O negative?
In real life, and I did give blood a few months ago through the Red Cross, and now they know that I'm O negative, and they will not leave me alone. Oh my
You
God.
spilled it.
Yeah,
No,
I
too
get
late.
a call and an email like every other day from them. They need my blood again.
Because your blood is the most compatible with everyone's, right? You can actually take
Universal.
O negative if
It's
you need a blood
universal blood.
transfusion.
But the
It's universal
problem,
blood.
it's universal, so it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But I can
That's kind
only
of
get O negative blood. I can't get any other blood type transfused into me.
well. That's not fair to you. That's
And
not fair. You can give it
there's
to
not
the
very
world.
many of us, so it's like, oh,
I know.
yeah.
Can you take your blood and put it aside for later?
I
Like,
have done that.
basically-
I had to get a surgery when I was a teenager in Colorado, where there wasn't a lot of blood. And before
negative,
my
yeah.
surgery, they made me give my own blood.
Well, that's smart because you don't want to be in a sticky situation where the doctor's like, "Do we have the blood?" And they're like, "Oh, there's no one around who has O negative." And it's like, "Well, okay,
Yeah.
let's call it a day."
Then they're just like, what about that cherry Jello pack? We gotta put something in her.
I have Jello running through my veins.
What's your blood type,
okay, so
Harvey? Come on, we're being really open today.
I don't remember if I'm going to say this right because I hate the sight of blood.
Oh, really?
So I hate the sight of blood. It makes me squeamish whenever I have to. Even when I gave blood, I regretted it the second they put the needle in, but I was like, I'm doing it. You're gonna save a life. You're gonna save a life, and it was just I don't. Blood is like maybe it's just I don't know. It's funny that I'm on a show that's constantly surrounded with blood. So I think half of the time when you see me gagging in character, it's just me. It's just me disgusted by the blood.
I wonder. Do you know why you got that phobia?
I think since I was little, the idea of blood looked so traumatizing. I also remember when I was little, and this is I'm gonna be honest with you. See this right here, the scar over my eyebrow. It's a line.
I can't
like
really see it.
See, look when I go up. There it is.
A little bit. I can see it. It's very soft. It looks like it's
very
a natural wrinkle.
It looks like it's part of my. It looks like it's part of my arch. So when I touch it, there's a dent right here. So when I was little, and we went to visit my grandma in Mexico, there's a couple of kids who were bullies, and they threw rocks at me, and they hit me, and I was gushing with blood all over my face, and I was running back home, and it was like I fell on the floor, and I got covered in dirt, so I was covered in blood and dirt. So since that day, I just remember the sight of blood since I covered my face. I was just like traumatized by blood.
That is so sad, Harvey. I'm so upset for you.
Thanks for bringing that up, Kristen.
Where are those bullies now?
Where are they? Hopefully getting their comeuppance. But yeah, I had to get stitched right here. I also, when I was little, this is all, you know what? My trips to Mexico don't end well because I was little and I went to Mexico and I just loved animals, and I'm so used to like maybe being in America where people have their dogs on a leash, and I saw an animal on the street and I was like, oh, look, the dog. And like, I literally went to pet it and put my hand, and it literally ripped my hand open. You see the scar right there? I don't know if you see it.
Oh.
Just a little bit. But so I haven't, maybe it's because I've had such traumatizing blood events when I was little. And this is really triggering, this juice.
You haven't really, I'm almost done with mine.
I didn't
you
open
can't
mine
do it.
I can't bring myself to do it.
Gotta give it to Amada.
No. I'm gonna give it to Amada. I was like, I can't bring myself to drink the. Amada looked over, she goes,
well, she don't want it? It's really good.
She said it's really good, Amada. Try it.
Try it. You'll like it.
She went like this. She's waving her head. That's okay.
Is it the apple, the lemon, the ginger, and the beet that she doesn't like?
For me, I was just like, it looks like blood. So then that was enough. I didn't look at the ingredients. I'm sure it's delicious. It sounds really good. I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna conquer my fears and I'm gonna drink it. So I'm gonna do it. Wait, you didn't finish? Okay, what would be the ingredients to your drink?
It's just gonna be O negative. Like when you get a very, very good whiskey. Like I wouldn't mix it with anything. I would just put it in like a little sifter. Yeah.
So it's just O negative blood if the guide had their own drink. So now, if you had a human drink named after the guide, what would that human cocktail be?
Wow. Well, okay. So for the guide, it would have to be. That's a great question. Like, ooh. But every time it was like because the guide is just not fun. So I think of like drinks. I think fun. Like I guess she would.
She
have,
is fun. She's
She's
at the
fun.
club. She's been dancing. Yeah.
What she would have. What are those drinks? I think she would be a Negroni.
A Necroni.
I think she's a Negroni. I think it's feminine, but it still has like a mezcal tequila. So there's a smokiness.
That's smoky.
Mm-hmm.
The
And she's
smokiness to it.
smoky.
She's very smoky. She pops
smokes,
in everywhere.
smokes around. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. I didn't even think about it. That's actually so perfect for the guide.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't thought about, now that I asked you the question, I didn't even think about Guillermo's. I feel like it would be a safe drink, but not anymore. I feel like now he's more adventurous. What would you recommend, Kristen? What do you think?
As soon as you said that,
like
when you said he's a little more adventurous now, I'm like, yeah, he's a Michelada.
A michelada?
A Michelada.
A michelada. Oh.
It's like a nice
That's
beer,
actually kind of...
but it's got
Yeah,
a
it's a
little
little
pepper
bit
on
of a
it now.
beer. What's now?
clam
There's a little
juice.
spicy tahine. There's a little clam juice in there, a
Yeah.
little tahine. Well, I think clam juice is what they use in Caesars, right? And I love a
Clamato.
Caesar.
Yeah, sorry.
It's a clamato.
I think, yeah, or
Yeah.
a Caesar, yeah.
But I actually will take a Caesar over a Bloody Mary.
Would you?
I will. I do take a Caesar. You've lived in Vancouver filming your show. Have you had a Caesar up there?
I think so.
They're delicious. They're
Harvey,
Canadian.
you know I did
born-
not go out in Vancouver, remember?
Oh, that's right. Well, no, for this last round, you went to, wait, you shoot in LA now.
Yeah.
For the second
Yeah.
season, which is great. That's actually great. So you missed the opportunity to have an actual really lovely Caesar. It's a Canadian drink and it's delicious. And I think I'll make that Guillermo's drink. It would be a Michelada Caesar. Can you do that? Can we do that?
I think it's a Clamato.
I think it's a clamato. Okay, so let's we're wrapping up what happened the first two episodes here.
Yeah, how many listeners have we dropped? Is this going live? How many people stopped listening when I started talking about my blood type?
As soon as you start talking about your blood type, it says IOU.
It's like, the ratings are dipping. Listen, I don't know why you asked me to do these, Harvey.
No,
Can
because
you get
it's always fun
the
talking
real
to you.
stars? Like, can't you get the British? The British, will they ever do it? Have they done it?
Yeah, Kayvon's done like several of them. Natasha did it. It's also hard because they're in the UK, so right now it's like, what time is it there? Midnight?
Yeah.
So it's hard to get them to like
ahead.
It's 8? I thought it was more.
It's only 8.
It's only, well, that's still a lot.
It's still a
only,
lot. Yeah.
So it's like 9 p.m. Yeah, it's late. So yeah, no, we're gonna have a lot of people come from the show. A lot of the actors. We're having a lot of the newbies to join our show, and we're also gonna have celebrity guest stars who love the show and who are fans of the show. Who are gonna come and talk.
Oh my gosh!
I don't want to name. I know. I'm really excited.
Me too.
I'm really excited. I'm not gonna say yet because I'm super excited. But you have to tune in because you're gonna also you Kristen, you're gonna love the guys. I'll tell you off the air because it's a surprise for the guests who are gonna tune in.
We have way more fun in the afterlife.
But before we go, I want to ask you, if you had your own group of wraiths in life,
Okay.
what would you have them do? Like, I feel like that's kind of like having like several assistants. Why? Like, what would they do? What would their jobs be?
Oh my God. Wow. I would love that. Okay. Whew. Okay. First of all, one of them, because would be Ruby's nanny. We don't really have one anymore. And I would love to have a couple more hours because preschool ends pretty early. Well, so just sort of
Wait, what happened? You had the best nanny in Toronto.
No, she's fantastic, but Ruby just goes to school. You know, she needs a full-time job. It happens at this age; it gets a little bit So we actually, well, I got her a job in the neighborhood. I'll tell you later. So, okay, so I'd have Race and be our babysitter whenever we wanted. Oh, what a comfortable babysitter. Like, not scary at all for Ruby. Be our babysitter. I would love a chef. I mean, you know what? Sometimes I would just like a friend. Sometimes I get lonely. Just a friend, Race.
Aw,
I mean, but
just
it's
a
okay.
friend.
I have lots of friends, but they're all busy. They're all busy.
That's true. Well, that's a good sign that you hang out with really cool friends, that they're so cool and talented that they don't have time to hang out.
And then meanwhile, I just get older and older, and I'm gonna die soon. But thank God my friends were so talented and busy.
Well, you know what? When a friend texts you at 11 p.m., you get out of bed and you come join them.
You were right. You are so right, Harvey. You know what? You learn. I thought I would get you back. But I will in San Diego. I will get you back in San Diego.
I'm excited. You will.
I wonder, can we get a mani-pedi there? Should we book one?
Yeah, I need a mani-pedi for sure. I've been keeping my nails long. Usually I keep my nails long for Guillermo because I give this like idea. My backstory with him is that like he doesn't have anything that he feels protected or that he could use as a weapon because he's so insecure in his power. And he only cut his nails in the last 2 seasons because he realized how powerful he was as a Van Helsing.
Yeah.
So when he was just like Guillermo season 1, he had really long nails. And I kept them long for this movie I'm doing right now. It's coming out later. But I'm going to cut them I need to cut them after I wrap. And I wrap the movie Thursday before Comic-Con. So, yeah, we should definitely go.
Yeah.
Want to go get
let's get it. I don't know what. Yeah, we'll find out a time.
Yeah, we'll work into the schedule. We could do it while we're doing the panel. So we could be doing the panel.
So douchey. Like, next question.
Next question. Ow. Watch out for the cuticles. Thank you so much. Thank you. What color are you gonna get, Kristen?
Well, I just while I was doing this, I did this color as the purple.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's good. So I like this, but but I need like someone to cut my cuticles and get it. Like I need professional hands on hands. But I would just do pink because I don't like my hair. I don't like to upkeep. So if it's pink and it chips, it's not going to bother me as much.
That's a nice color because the aesthetic of that goes with this year's
it
poster.
does, doesn't it?
Pink?
It does.
Yeah.
That's a good poster. I'm not on it. Good though.
But you did come to the photo shoot and there's this really cool
I was
promo
at the
shot
photo
of you.
shoot. That's what makes it even sadder.
Do you want me to? I could cut that picture that I love about you, and then I could put it right here.
It's so good. I do. I keep the guide in her place, especially for the few fans that tweeted at me that they were like, "Boo, we hate the guide." It's okay. It's okay. She's not breaking into the clique just yet.
No, the people love the guide. Actually, it's people. I remember when I was at a con, someone asked if you do cons. Do you ever do the cons? I know you go to Comic-Con San Diego this weekend, but do you ever do other cons? Or I'm sure you're busy. I mean, you have Ruby, you're a wife, a mom, and art. Like, so I'm sure your schedule is like you barely have time to hang out with your friends. So I can understand. But would you ever do cons to do meet and greets for like the Bob's Burger fans, the Shadows fans?
I think so. I think once Ruby's a little more like not into me, I'm gonna heck yeah.
I'm out
as soon
there.
as I'm not
doing
cool. I gotta just enjoy that she thinks I'm cool right now, because it shifts.
Oh,
I hear
it will shift. It will shift. Yeah, I don't know. You're a cool mom. I've seen you with Ruby. You're cool. I was like, she's a cool mom.
Thanks,
cool
man.
Mom. Remember we went to dinner at that castle, and that was so fun. And to see someone with a child take their kid to a castle, I remember I was like, this would have been so cool. I remember if I was little and I went to a castle, who gets to go to a castle? Like, that's so cool.
Yeah, we went to Casa Loma, and she was like just skipping around in all the rooms. It was fun. We're gonna have
That
fun
was
again.
fun.
We're
And
gonna go back. We're
we
gonna
are.
do it all.
And we had dinner.
Yeah.
We had dinner with Fred Armisen. We had dinner with him. And and that's already been announced. Yeah, that's already been announced that he's coming and joining the season.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I think that Fred has been announced as coming to be in a future episode of What We Do in the Shadows.
Season 4?
Sorry?
Season 4?
Season 4, yeah.
Okay. I thought that you were telling me that it's announced that he's coming for season 5.
No, he's in
Got
season
really
4. Obviously, some people
excited.
didn't know that. No, but we'll double check this fact and see if, because I saw an interview where Paul had mentioned it
Paul
already.
was
So
talking about it like crazy for your consideration, so I think it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's fine. We're so cautious about releasing who's guest starring this season until the right time because we want to keep it a surprise. For everyone.
Can't look.
Just like we're gonna.
I can't remember who's on the show actually.
You had dinner with us. We went to a restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
You don't remember? We were at Casa Loma having dinner. Fred was there. You were there. Your husband there. Rue was there. We were in that room where one side of the room had Prince, like a big mural of Prince, and then the other side of the room had Queen Elizabeth.
Well, right. No, but I can't remember who. I remember that dinner. I can't remember who the other guest stars were this season 4.
Well, probably because some of them we didn't have scenes with. Like we might have guest stars that we didn't interact with. Like we knew they were
I'm
around.
just remembering some, and it's really good.
It is really good, and you'll have to tune in to find out because it might be a guest on this show. But before we go, Kristen, what do you want for the Wraith? For the Wraith 4. What do you want for the Guide and the Wraiths going forward? What would be a storyline that you would love, maybe in the future, far future, near future, but that you would love to see?
Ooh, I mean, it would be fun to see the Guide get revenge on someone who's done her wrong, and to use the Wraiths to do that, to get revenge and justice. That might be fun, but
and then she gets a spin-off where she fights crime with the Wraiths and the Guide.
Yeah, that'd be good. It would be fun maybe to see her like try to be a movie star, because she can barely understand her. Like, it would be fun to see her like audition and be like, I'm going to go for my dream, but like in her whole deal.
I like that.
That is funny.
I like it. Did she dab in that? Like in the 40s, she went up against like Veronica Lake. Like I could see the guy with her finger wave like Veronica Lake and going out for auditions against her and then dabbing and acting and then going back into it. Like she's like, I tried it in the 40s.
Or she like auditioned for The Notebook. But, yeah, she has her audition tape, which is like, why is that not good?
Wait. You have a callback and it's with Ryan Gosling and it's that scene and this is your final callback and he just goes, "What do you want, huh? What is it? What do you want?" And the guy, what would they respond?
I don't remember the lines from what did she say?
But they would say, feel free to improvise. Feel free to improvise.
Volunteer.
Yeah.
I volunteer. Right.
What do you want, huh? Huh? Do you want me? Do you want to be with me? What do you want?
I don't know what I want. Oh, that was too good.
That's you booked it.
Because I'm actually a really
Rachel
good
McAdams.
actress under the actor playing. Just kidding.
I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, Kristen, thank you so much for joining us. It's always so fun. I'm excited for everyone to see your trajectory this season with your costumes, the character, and like I'm just excited for everyone to see it. So I'm glad that you're my first guest of the rest of the season when we talk about what we do in the shadows. And we love the fans for tuning in. Make sure you tune in every week to see a new guest, and make sure you
all 7
subscribe
of you.
and follow.
Thank you.
It was more when we started, and then you said the whole blood thing. So, well, what do you want to tell the fans as goodbye, Kristen? Any message you want to tell all those fans who are dressing up like the guide, who are loving your character, who are loving the show?
I'll see you in San Diego. And if you're not there, I will see you in my heart. And thank you for loving the show. This show is an absolute pleasure to be associated with. I think this every day that I get to work on the show is that being on a show that's working, that's funny, that's creative, that's surreal, that's got everybody bringing their gifts. Mostly working on a show that's actually funny doesn't happen very often. It really is rare. So it feels, I feel very fortunate.
Aw. Well, we feel very fortunate to have you. And you know that you light up my day every time I see you on set. And I can't wait to hang out with you at Comic-Con this weekend. We're going to be there. Come say hi. And we're going to be getting our nails done. So come on down and we'll sing you a little ditty that goes like this. I'm building my own poutine.
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 I'm building.
Oh, we just lost 3 more. Okay, bye.
Behind the Shadows is a production of Straw Hut Media, hosted by Harvey Guillen, produced by Ryan Tillotson, Amada Sanchez, and Tyler Nielsen. Original music by Trevor Bumgar and Chris Hendricks. Vocals by Maggie Glass. If you don't already, subscribe wherever you're listening, and make sure to follow Behind the Shadows podcast on Instagram for more behind-the-scenes content. And tune in live every Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific on the What We Do in the Shadows subreddit for an AMA with Harvey and special guests.
Breathing is so overwhelming, heartbeats are a hassle. Tell me, why would anyone want to be alive? Death might have a reputation before she arrives, but trust me, we have way more fun in the afterlife. We have way more fun in the afterlife.
See you next week.